Countdown Intelligence presents. Here's how to know if your partner is mentally immature. If your partner argues over little things, gets defensive, or refuses to compromise among other traits that leave you feeling frustrated and confused, it very well may mean they are emotionally immature. Emotional immaturity can reflect a lack of depth and understanding about one's own emotions, an inability to communicate and process things related to the relationship, as well as lack of empathy and ability to understand your partner's emotional experiences. It's tempting to dismiss bad relationship habits like these as quirky or vaguely annoying, but the truth is they take a serious toll on your relationship. Oftentimes these partners have a me factor over a we factor, so they can come off as selfish or unable to take your feelings into account. When there's conflict, an emotionally immature partner may blow up or blame rather than be able to process how their actions contribute to the issue. It may also be difficult to have a calm, effective communication when talking about anything of substance. Since everyone matures at their own pace, you may choose to be understanding and attempt to help your partner see how their actions impact not only themselves, but you and your relationship. If you want to be together, you can model their emotional maturity by expressing positive emotions and pointing out moments when the two of you bond effectively. You can also suggest going to couples therapy, where a professional can ask questions and help you develop more emotional intimacy together. But it's okay if you decide you've had enough and choose to move on instead. Here are 11 signs of emotional immaturity in your partner. 1. They find it difficult to talk about their feelings. Let's start with the most obvious. Emotionally challenged people certainly seem shy when they talk about their emotions. Processing emotional experiences can be so overwhelming for them or cause a certain vulnerability and embarrassment that they become unable to explain and process these complex emotions and may cut or retract them. Because of this, your partner may joke that he or she has no feelings, or claim that he or she doesn't care, when in reality they just can't access or process what's going on inside them. I can't. It can lead to one-sided conversations and a feeling that you are the only one responsible for the health of your relationship. 2. They avoid talking about the future. You don't have to start planning your wedding on the first date, but if your partner doesn't seem to be able to commit to even small plans with you, like arranging dinner next Saturday, take that as a red flag. Please consider. Emotionally immature partners may not think ahead or plan a future with you, preferring to live in the present. They may claim to be going with the flow, but in reality they are avoiding commitment while reducing responsibility. If they don't see the future, they won't tell you. If they're looking to the future together, they're probably going to have a lot of trouble articulating and communicating that vision, Barnes said. 3. Keep the surface level. It can take time to really open up and connect with someone. However, if your partner still feels reserved after being together for a long time, it could mean they are unwilling or unable to move on from the surface-level relationship. Maybe your partner makes you laugh and is fun to be with, but when it comes to getting closer, they can't keep up. Intimacy means opening up, sharing, creating connection, closeness, affection, intimacy. 4. Feeling lonely in a relationship. If your partner is unable to have meaningful conversations or build emotional intimacy beyond the surface interactions described above, you may feel isolated and alone. The purpose of a relationship is to feel loved, supported, and respected. That's why being alone, even with a partner by your side, is a big red flag. 5. Don't compromise. Have you noticed that your partner can't meet you halfway or move in any shape, form? If so, emotional immaturity may be to blame. If you start lying, blaming you to get your way, you'll know that he can't compromise. The key to a successful relationship is being able to communicate your needs and find compromises when problems arise. If your partner throws tantrums or gets cranky rather than discussing compromises, that's a big deal. 6. I withdraw during times of stress. Be careful when your partner turns away during the most difficult moments in your life, whether it's dealing with health issues, family issues, financial problems, or just a tiring day at work. If your partner is emotionally immature, they may not know how to support you in difficult times. Instead of asking how they can get help or yelling over their shoulders, they close themselves off or distance themselves to avoid you or the situation. Suddenly you notice that they are always busy, do not respond to text messages, or are silent when asked to speak. 7. Be defensive. In a healthy relationship, both partners are able to address potential issues and work together without feeling like they're walking on eggshells for fear of offending the other. Being with someone who is emotionally immature throws that balance off. You'll feel like your partner is offended by even the slightest criticism, and you'll find him making excuses, cursing you, and pretending you're trying to hurt him. It can be very frustrating. 8th place. They are useless in a relationship. It's definitely good to be considerate and do good things for your partner. However, if you find yourself constantly letting your partner act negligently, it could mean that you are in an immature relationship where everything is one-sided and your own needs are not being met. Emotionally immature partners expect you to do anything for them. Think about asking for help around the house, cleaning up after dinner, or planning for the future. It all depends on you. Either that, or you need to delegate tasks that your partner hasn't done yet, or that your partner has forgotten. 9. They don't like being held accountable. Another important part of being a mature partner is to openly admit when you've made a mistake and sincerely apologize and make amends. Emotionally immature people are likely to be reluctant to admit their mistakes and may even try to blame others. They will blame something or someone for their problems. It's always the other person, never her. 10. You are selfish. There is a big difference between a partner who understands their self-esteem and knows when to set boundaries, and a partner who is completely selfish and only cares about their own needs. So watch out for signs of selfishness, such as not helping unless it's in your best interest. 11. They hold a grudge. It's okay to admit that you've struggled in the past, but a healthy and mature way to deal with it is to share your feelings and work with your partner to move forward. Emotionally immature in a relationship means you can't control your emotions or your reactions to your partner, and you're more likely to get offended or hold a grudge easily. So if your partner has a habit of simmering in silence without giving a reason, take that as a sign. Worse yet, when someone brings up an old issue that happened years ago during an argument. In such cases, it becomes clear that they are either not handling their emotions properly or are looking for opportunities to talk to you about what they are thinking. This type of immaturity can lead to spitefulness and resentment, which is detrimental to relationships. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like if you like this video. Share it with your friends, relatives or neighbors. And don't forget to subscribe this channel. Bye.